Yeah. It's not gonna work. Change it. Can't see it, but y'all can see me. Ooh. There we go. What's up, folks? So I'll be doing some cleaning today. I don't know if you can see, but oh Lord. As soon as I go live, check this out. You hear that? I'm barking. As soon as I get on the live, I'm about to go inside. But I'm trying to get the camera right so you guys can see. And it's kettle on charge, so I'm trying to put it somewhere. But hey guys, welcome to the... Don't mind the dog noise in the back. But this is on the road, J-Man. Why's my face over there? There we go. Alright guys, welcome to the live. I had a really good day yesterday on the Delta. Caught a bunch of crappie. And I'll be cleaning them today. I wanted to go live doing it. So now the plane's flying over. It's unfortunate because when you're out front, you got neighbors that have dogs. You know, that kind of inhibits. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Welcome, welcome. I'll start talking to you guys about the story later. I might have to go inside, and I think I'm going to before I fillet them because I got some slabs. I got some really big crappie from the Delta. I found a school of them, and it was really awesome. It was cast after cast. I lost a couple of them too, but I only caught a couple bluegill, and I'm using my little technique. You use a spoon, right, and it works really, really well when you're scaling. That's my secret to scaling, is my little old school spoon. And you're gonna hear some dogs in the background, but if it doesn't get too bad, I might have to go inside and reset up inside the kitchen, which I'm gonna do because I want to fillet these crappie, and this table is too low for that. I want to be level. But welcome to my live, guys. It's JD Digital Fisherman. And I'm up there cleaning up a bunch of these slabs that I got. Look at this. Pigs. I ended up in like 11 of them. Look, got a whole table of them. I'll be filleting those up, getting ready for dinner. But first I got to clean these bluegill I caught, because I'll be having fish for dinner tonight. So I'm going to get them all ready. Then I got to go to the store. And I think I'm low on grease. So I got to go get some oil. A couple other things, but I want you guys to join me. Come on in. Come on in. Guys, got any questions? Let me know where you're at, what you like to fish for. But I'm gonna tell you all about the story yesterday. So it's Monday, and I had some stuff to do, so I wasn't really planning on going fishing. But what I did was I just stayed up later and got it all done. Got a lot of it done the night before, and then I just finished it up in the morning. So by 10 o'clock, I was like, you know what? I should go down and at least go fishing for a couple hours. And that was the plan. So I was really excited about it. And just loaded up the boat. And I said I'll go down to Delta because it's only about an hour 15 minutes away. And then go down and see if I can catch some bluegill, which was the plan. I thought I was going to be able to catch a lot of bluegill, but They just weren't biting right, and they were really small. They're not really, you know, not the bigger ones. They're barely eater size for me, but they weren't. They just weren't biting. And it's been kind of a weird year. I caught them in December. When I found them, a buddy of mine told me where they were. They were stacked up in Discovery Bay. Caught a bunch. I caught a bunch of them, and then kind of died off. I tried 4 or 5 different places. I went to Campfire West, went to Collins Lake, went to I went up to Kings Island. I went to just a couple other places, and just was not happening. It just was. They just were not biting. So, you know, it happens. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But it just didn't have the year I thought I was gonna have. You know. And that's what happens. Like, no big ones. They were all, most of the ones that I went to Rancho Seco Lake, and I caught a really big one, but that was the only one out of, you know, that I caught there. And it took me a long time to catch him, to find him, to catch him. So this wasn't a year for bluegill for me, but this year was my goal to become a better crappie fisherman, because I never really fished for crappie. I'm always going after bluegill or spotted bass, because those are the ones that I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, tap that screen for me, guys. I appreciate that. Give me up to 500 likes. Share the live out for me. Appreciate that. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I can't see everybody here. Is that Delman? We got Gary. Got Socrates. Got Wanda. Welcome, y'all. Trying to see if I can read. Guess just got the phone down there. We got Chetty. Come on in, y'all. Tap that screen. Share the live for me. Get it out for me. Appreciate that. While I'm doing this, and I'm gonna take you guys inside so I can fillet these crappie out and get ready for dinner, because I'm gonna have some fish for dinner tonight for sure. Because these are slabs, boy. I tell you, these are some nice sized crappie. I'm really happy, really proud of myself. But like I was saying, I wanted to be a better crappie fisherman, so what I did was I focused on fishing for crappie, because I think what I do is I'm always worried about bluegill, and that's what I'm looking for. And yes, bluegill and crappie hang out together, but you got to fish for them differently. Sometimes you'll catch crappie fishing for bluegill, yes, but you have to really fish specifically for crappie, like crappie jigs, you know, with the little niblets and, you know, different techniques. And I just had to focus on that, and that's exactly what I did. So I get down there, get my boat launched, and I went down to an old area that I caught a bunch of bluegill, won a couple seasons, and then I ended up catching a couple crappie, and that's what I was like, you know what, I should go down there, because I think there might be, you know, I caught crappie there before, so I'm gonna go down there and check it out. And that's what I did. And I went down there and caught a couple little bitty bluegill, you know, which I knew the bluegill were there, but just weren't not the sizes. And then and then as I was catching the bluegill, I went and tried crappie. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go and try some crappie jigs. And I bought a nice color that works for the Delta. And if you're going fishing on the Delta out here in California, white is always a really good color. They like the color white for some, you know, it's always been successful for me. So I had some Bobby Garland all white minnows, and I used those. And I'll tell you what, when I caught that first crappie, I was like, oh wait, hold on a second, there's some crappie here, you know what I mean? And I was like, I might be onto something. So I caught crappie right at the, almost at the boat. And there's a lot of hydrilla in the water, so you can't really use crankbaits and stuff like that, because it's going to get a lot of that stuff in it. But what you can do is you can fish jigs through it and then get that reaction bite when it gets stuck and you pull it off the weed. Those fish will attack it. And I went through that those weeds, and I tell you what, man, those crappie just killed that jig. And I caught 2 fishing for bluegill, and I got a couple other bites too. Could have been little bluegill bites, but I was at least happy I found at least some crappie, right? Because I know the Delta has crappie. I know they're in there. I just never really was proactive trying to catch them, you know, because I'm always catching. And I caught so many bluegill. I was like, yeah, I like bluegill so much, I was just gonna leave them alone. You know what I mean? But I just didn't focus on crappie like I was going, like I told myself I was going to become a better crappie fisherman. But this time I did, and it paid off. I'm telling you, I was so happy that I really focused on trying to catch crappie. And what I did was, there was another area on the other side of where I was fishing where I had caught a couple crappie before, and I said, let me go over here and see if I can check it out. And that was the best decision I had. You know what I mean? Best decision. Because as soon as I get over there, I was catching bluegill, and I was moving away from it, and I threw a crappie jig over there, and oh my goodness, boom, caught one. And then I started recording, and I showed you guys on the recording. I posted the video too, so you guys seen the video, but that changed the game, because after that catch, it was one after another, after another, after another. And I'm telling you, I had so many crappie on. I ended up having 14 on. It was every other cast. Every other cast I had them. It was crazy. Best crappie day ever. I mean, I've had so much, I've had some crappie days at New Melones years ago. I've caught a ton of them at Clear Lake. But the problem with Clear Lake is you can't eat those fish. You can, people do, but for me, they just didn't taste right. They don't taste right. They're full of they taste like iron or mercury or whatever. And all the fish are like that. I remember going up to with my boy and my brother, and first little spot we came to, just using a little piece of night crawler, we ended up catching a ton of bluegill, big ones too, really big, hand-sized bluegill, and then loaded the boat up, and then there was just a lot of fish out there too, you know what I mean? And then when I've been out there and I've caught 50, 60 crappie, but they just don't taste right. They just don't. I don't like them. I don't like the way they taste, and so I don't go. It's 2 hours away from me. I'm not driving 4 hours round trip just to catch fish I can't eat, because I like to catch fish. I like to eat fish. That's why I'm doing a clean and cook tonight, right? On the fish I caught yesterday at the Delta. So I got these bluegill clean. I got one little crappie done. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside. I'm going to get it set up so when get ready, because I'm going to be filleting these. I'm going to fillet these big old slabs. Look at that. Slab crappie. And I got 14 of those. So I'm going to be filleting these. I'm going to save some of the, there's some smaller ones. They're about a pound. They're something like that, probably about a pound. But these are some nice crappie. All of them are just slabs. And I lost, I don't know. I lost 4 or 5. I was showing a fish to everybody, and then I had my rod in the water. I pulled up my rod, and I had a fish on it. It was just, I found a big school of them, and I'm telling you, it was one of the best crappie days I ever had. Especially on the Delta. It's the best crappie day on the Delta, period. Hands down, period. And I'm probably going to go back to that area. And I noticed when you're out fishing, pay attention to what's happening around you. And you start taking notes after a while, right? And so the Delta, I'm going to give you guys what I learned. I knew it, but I wanted to make that also help me catch the fish and turn the fish on. Because like I said, when I first got there, it was slow and nobody said anything. Thanks for all those. Tap that screen. I appreciate that. Tap the screen. Share the live for me, y'all. Appreciate that. What's up, y'all? Any questions? Ask me any questions you want. But like I said, I'm getting ready to go inside, and I'm gonna start filleting these. Get my knives out, and I'm gonna fillet these crappie. Cause I'm gonna have some crappie tonight too. But one of the keys to the Delta it's really important, is that you have to watch the tides. And this is what came into play yesterday. It's what helped me catch fish was the tides, because it was low tide when I got there. And I noticed that when I went to go load my boat, it was low tide. And when it's low tide, that ramp is really slippery because there's a lot of moss on the ramp, and it was slippery. And I fell down on the ramp. I slipped. It's my first step. I slipped and I fell because I knew it was low tide. It didn't take much. My water shoes didn't grip at all, and I slipped. So I knew it was low tide. And so I said, you know what? It's gonna be high tide in about an hour, 2 hours, something like that. So I'm just gonna get out there, get to my spot, and keep it moving, right? So that's what I did. I went over to my spot, and I'm gonna move you guys inside the house because I'm about to go inside and fillet these crappie. But I knew it was, like I said, I knew I had time to wait to fish around. So I threw some bass jigs around and tried to catch some bass, see if I can get any bites, and just never got any takes or nothing. And turn on the light here. And I went bass fishing and just didn't get any bass. And then I started fishing for bluegill, right? So and didn't really get the bites that I wanted, but it made me fish for crappie. So I threw a crappie jig out, and guess what, man? I'll tell you what, it was awesome. It was so fun because I caught one that was a nice one, really nice, biggest crappie I've had, and I caught one, and I was like, oh, they're here. So I just kept fishing. I just kept doing my thing, kept fishing, right? And anyway, I knew I was onto something, but then I knew I had to wait. I had to wait for I'm just doing that. I had to wait for the high tide, right? Because high tide, you catch one of the better times to catch bluegill is high tide, or panfish in general is high tide. Pardon me, guys. I'm trying to get you guys ready. So get my board ready. Get my knife. And then I'm gonna get these ready to go. All right. So there we go. That's good. Get right here so you guys can see. All ready for knife ready. All right, we're good. All right, I'll be right back. I don't want to carry you guys back outside, but thanks for sharing. Do me a favor, tap the screen, share the live for me. Appreciate that. Give me up to 500 likes if you can. Welcome everybody. Welcome Charles, Purnell. Let me go back up here. See if I can find anybody. You got any questions? Let me know. Soak the fillets in vinegar and cold water. Okay, all right, Buffalo Soldier. That'll get rid of that taste. Okay, then I'll definitely take that try. What is that? Whitey Mummer? What? Whitey Mummers? That's a different name. Johnny Thorpe, Acer, welcome. We got AJ, Brian. Sorry guys, I was doing, I'm busy, so I'm trying to get them. Welcome everybody. Tap that screen. If y'all can get me up to 500 likes, that works, and share me out there, that'd be cool. If you guys want to sub, you can. The heart me's it's all cool. I'm gonna start another goal for you guys. That works. Yes, sir. Okay, that works. Go back. 2. Not sure what happens here. I'm trying to reset something here. Stage stage 1 reached. They're trying to reset the goal. I'm not sure what's happening here, but I don't even want to mess with it, to be honest with you. Ends in 6 days. Yeah, I'm new to the live thing, so if you guys want to go ahead and heart me, and just make sure you tap the screen and share it. I know you can do that. That helps me out a lot. Okay, just tap the screen for me and share the live for me. I appreciate everybody joining me as I'm doing these crappie. I'm about to fillet up some crappie, but I gotta go outside and grab them. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's get these out of here. Get a nice little fillet on them. Let me back up a little bit. There you guys can see. Alright, so we're gonna fillet these crappie up. I just like to go behind the gill here. Right here. And work my way up. And then turn my blade this way. And I learned this little trick from the fishmonger. He puts his tip of his rod, his knife, and he slides all the way down like this. You can see that he just kind of guides it all the way down like that. And then he puts his knife right over the backbone, and then you see how it's poking out right there on top. And then he slides all the way down. And then he'll slide all the way this way, all the way up that bone. And then it goes down until it gets to the rib cage. And just take your time. When you're filleting, just take your time. There's no rush. And it goes right over the rib cage. And see, I don't care if I get the rib cage. I really don't care. You go down like this, and you get a nice little fillet like this. And he goes like this. He'll have his knife, and he goes like this. He goes. You got your nice little fillet, right? No ribs. Right? No ribs. Cut that off. And then you take the end of it. And I put my little fingernail here and just kind of start here in the bottom and work your way all the way up. And when you're knife like that, make sure your knife is nice and sharp. And get a nice fillet. Look at that. Boneless, skinless fillet. Now, there are a couple of little bones, like right here, and people cut that part off. I'm not doing that. I'll eat the whole thing. I even fry, I'll fry them, I'll scale them, and I'll fry them with the skin on them too, because that's where a lot of the nutrients are, and I like the skin. And I also keep this middle section. So I'm gonna flip him over, and go right behind this fin here, go all the way up the head, go out like this, and then go down. I love this little trick though. He puts the tip of the knife all the way right on the top of that, and he just kind of slides it all the way down. He just kind of moves it in one fluid motion. So that's how you make sure you get all of the fillet. He has beautiful fillets. His fillet skills are amazing. But he's been doing it for a long time, so I'm not gonna be as good as him. But I don't care, because I'm not. All this meat is gonna go in the pan, in my belly. So there's your fillet again, right? And what I like to do is people leave this piece here, and I'm gonna use a different knife because I don't want to cut through bones with my good knife. I'll cut this off here, and I'll keep this middle part here. I like the bones and all that stuff. I'll keep this. I will fry this too. And this is going to be the last thing I fry, because you can fry them crunchy, and you can eat them like a potato chip, because they're really, really good. And then you throw the head away, and then you're good to go. And go on to the next one. So I'm putting everything in here. I'm going to put some water in here. That way they're soaking in cold water. Get them nice and clean. Then I'll go get my grease and keep it moving. All right, so that's what we're gonna do here. All right, move on to the next one. And like I said, these are some nice sized crappie. These are nice size for the Delta. These are some nice sized crappie. So I'm taking my time, make sure I don't lose any of the meat at all. So you start right behind here. he goes right here and he slides down, and then he'll go back up and go all the way up around, so you don't miss any of the meat. He goes up to the head like that, and then he'll lay his knife flat. Once he finds that backbone, he just kind of guides his knife down the backbone like that, nice and easy, right? And then I like to stop about right here where that bottom fin is, and I'll go all the way across until I poke right at the top of it. I poke right at the top of it, right? And then I'll just go all the way down the bone, and then I'll work my way back up. I don't miss any meat at all. Crappie are very delicate. The meat's very delicate, so you gotta be kind of really careful. And I haven't filleted them in a minute. But you know what I think I'm gonna do? Instead of trying to miss the ribs and all that, which I'm just showing you guys, you can get a nice fillet. And I'm gonna deskin it the same way. Just lay it back down like this. Slide it your knife flat. Get started. A little slippery. And work your way all the way up. And that's why you leave the scales on them, because the scales will leave a nice little buffer so that you don't go through the skin. And you just run them all the way up, and you get a nice boneless, skinless crappie fillet. Put that in the water. Throw your skin away. There's nothing there. And then I'm gonna do the other side. But like I said before, some people don't like that the rib cage, but I do. And like I said, you go down the spine just like this. And some people they'll make their knife like this, and they just go all the way down through the bones, and they don't care. They'll go right all the way down, and they go through and they get that rib cage too. They'll get that rib cage too, and they just like that fillet there, right? But for me, that I don't really like that. And there's another thing, you don't have to worry about missing any meat, because if you do leave any meat on here, you chop right here, and right here. And now, whatever you think you might have missed, fry that, you won't miss it. All you're losing is the head and the guts. And then I'm gonna same thing. I'm gonna de-skin this same way. Just go nice and easy and go all the way down. Then you got a nice. Now this one has the ribs in it. You see, it's got the ribs right there. I don't care about that. I can pull these out. I'll be able to eat those. That's fine. But people that don't like the bones in fish, they'll do that, right? And then you keep it moving. But these are some nice fillets. But they're very, very. The meat's very, very tender. So you got to be careful. Just make sure that you're not missing any meat. Because you can get misguided with the knife. All the way down the bottom there. Come out. Work your way up. Above that one. That's alright. Like I said, don't worry about it if it's not right or close or perfect. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you're getting what you want off the fish. Don't worry about if it looks perfect or it don't look perfect. It doesn't really matter. Try the other way. This one is up. Separate the bone, separate the head. You still fillet it. You still stick your knife in there. Work the backbone. Go down the backbone. Come across. Stick on the top. Go all the way down. Like that. Work your way back up. Here. I don't care about the ribs, but no, I'm kind of in the middle. I don't know if I want to keep them or not. But another fillet, and then you cut out this part right here. With your big knife, just like this. Now. Got that nice little whole potato chip. Throw the head away. Keep it moving. So now I need to fillet these, or de-skin these. And just go underneath like that, on your knife, all the way down. And you come out with a nice plain fillet. Skin away. I'm gonna clean up my board after this one. And my knife. It was better for me to come in here. More light. It's higher up. Another fillet. Boneless and skinless. It's about to go down. It's 6 o'clock now. I should be done by 7. I'll probably eating crappie by 8 o'clock, 8:30. Get myself cleaned up. Shift this over a little bit. The one thing I do is, instead of having to pick up that board, I'm just going to get a nice little sponge. Put it out this way. That way. Nice and clean. Ready for the next batch. Good. So at least you guys might have known, figured out how to fillet crappie. Just take your time. Make sure the knives are sharp. Make sure your knife's sharp. And just take it easy. Don't be in a rush. You know what I mean? Don't be in a rush. And it's practice. For me, it's practice too. I haven't filleted crappie in a long time, and I know that meat's really tender. So I'm just gonna take my time because these are the biggest crappie I've caught in quite some time, and I don't want to waste anything. So you go down here, and he comes out like that. Goes up behind the head. Like that. And then he'll come down here. Put his knife along the thing. And see, I like my way better because I know I'm flat against the fillet. And when I come out here, I know I'm right on top of that fillet. And I come out here. Make sure it's one movement. That way you don't see the fillets look all hacked up. And then go all the way back up. You hear that? You hear that noise? That's the rib cage. And I'm gonna try and get this one. I'm trying to get a nice fillet. There we go. Yeah. See how there's no herky-jerky? This is why I like my way better. See that? It's smooth one moment. It's like one smooth movement. Because this meat is so tender, you can hack it up and destroy this fillet. But I don't want to waste any meat on this big old boy right here. So do that side, then put them on the other side, and do the other side, all the way up the head like that. And he likes to go out here like this. And then I like to go down the backbone here. Right, when I'm hugging the backbone flat. I want to get down here, I go right across to where these bones start, where the pectoral fins come out, and then go down the bone. One movement like that, and then I work my way all the way back up until I hear that nice little noise. Keep going. Just take my time. And your knife follows those ribs pretty good if you just hug the rib like that. And then another nice fillet. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go on fillet them all instead of trying to do these de-skinning. I'm gonna do all these first, and then I'll be able to. Then I'm gonna fillet. Then I'm gonna de-skin. And I'll look at the comments in a minute. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. Chop the head off here, and I get my little middle piece because I'm gonna fry this too. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fry all that. Make sure you get the guts out. I'm gonna rinse that up. But there's meat there, and that belly meat's good too. So it's another little middle piece that I'm gonna get. Go. This is all by itself, like this. I'm gonna cook that too. You soak it in water, that'll pull some more of that blood out of them. You know what I mean? They don't have a lot anyway. They're not really bloody. They're really one of the cleaner white fish you could have. That's why people like them, I guess. But on to the next one. I'm gonna look at the screen, see if I can see anybody. I'll bring it up close so I can see you this time. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my live. Welcome. Tap that screen, share the live for me. That helps your boy out. Get me up to where we at? 133. Come on, y'all. Tap that screen for me. I appreciate that, y'all. That helps the live. It helps bring more people in so they can learn how to fillet fish. We're doing some crappie today. I got from the Delta. I had a really good day yesterday. So I'm gonna have fish tonight, and I'm excited. Taking my time, make sure I don't miss any of that meat. go. That's a good one right there. That's a really good one. So the more you do it, the better you get at it. You know what I mean? Just gotta practice. Take your time, practice, and learn what to do, what not to do, and then you'll get really, really good at it. Cross. Come out. Go down. Work the way back up. There we go. Go down the rib cage. There we go. Out. Cut them off right there. Good to go. Now, here's my other knife. Cut off all this. Good talk, keep it moving. And see, it doesn't take long at all. A couple minutes per fish, and you're good to go. If you want, like I do, I save those fish heads for fertilizer. I serve them for fertilizer. They're really good fertilizer. These are some nice slabs, man. Really nice. And this is the fall pattern. So hopefully, I found some when I get going back down there. See if I can find some more. Because I lost some for sure. I lost 4. One fell off. I was trying to grab him with the net. He fell right off before I could grab the net. And so I know there's some more over there. At least 4. Because those are some nice ones that I lost. But they're all fish stories now. If you guys don't know me, if you talk about a fish, but you ain't got it, that is a fish story. And I had 4 fish stories yesterday. Because I had them, but I didn't have them. So, you know, it is what it is. Go behind here. Straight down. He just goes right straight down like that. Then he goes up around the head to get to every bit of meat. And he doesn't miss meat at all. He gets all of the meat. And he goes right down that bone. He's got that where he slides the knife all the way down. I don't really like to do that. I want to make sure I'm getting all the goodies. So I leave my knife and work it the way I want to. Bigger fish, you could probably do that. That's probably does it because bigger fish you can do that. You have more error, more room for error. Little fish you can't really do that. Without being, you got to be very careful that you're not any distance away from the bone. You're basically missing meat, so you don't want to do that. I like to take my time because I don't want to miss any of this goodness, any of it. It's a really good fish to eat. A lot of people love them. My favorite is still bluegill. I love the flavor of bluegill. So that's my go-to is bluegill. I do like, and the other one is a saltwater fish called sheep's head. If anybody ever had sheep's head, those are amazing. Those are the best tasting saltwater fish so far that I've had. There's some other ones I want to try, but for right now, sheep's head are one of the best. I went to Florida 4 times to go catch those because I like them. I like them that much. I found them in Texas, and I was like, "Where can you catch these? You can only catch them. You can only catch them in Atlanta or in the South. On to the next one. But see, I already got done with 3 of them. Only got 4 left, so these are some good fish, man. These are some slabs right here. Big slabs. What's up, everybody? Tap that screen for me. You can. I'm still at the same number. Y'all ain't gonna tap the screen for me. If you want to, you can. You don't have to. It's all good. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But thanks for joining my live. I'm just having fun talking about my fishing story. I don't see any questions, so that's all right. Welcome. I'm Jay, the digital fisherman, and I'm cleaning up some slabs from the Delta today. I had a big day yesterday. I caught some big ones. I found some big crappie on the Delta. I'm gonna have fish for dinner tonight. I'm filleting them all up to reward myself for my good job yesterday. I told all of my viewers, all the people that know me, I've been trying to become a better crappie fisherman, and yesterday paid off because I paid attention, and what I did and what I thought was gonna worked. This I think is the biggest one here, so I'm gonna take my time with him. Any of the meat on this guy. Nice. Big body. Nice and easy. That's what I want. I want to be out to the other side. And then work my way back up. There we go. Very nice. That's what I'm talking about. I got all of that meat. See that? Got all of that. Now time to do the other side. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Take your time. Nice and easy. All the way down. Nice. Perfect. Okay, take the head off. Guts come with him. And that's a big section right there. Big section. Big boy right there. Big boy. Get him in there. Get him on in there. All right. Keep it moving. I'm almost done with these guys. That's how fast it was. It didn't take long at all. Didn't take long at all. You know, he good tonight. Let me know what y'all like to have with your fish. Do you like potatoes? Do you like, I like grits. I'm gonna make some grits, fishing grits tonight. Y'all know you know. And some. I might make some macaroni and cheese. Oh no, I'll make some corn. I got corn. I'll make some corn. That's what I'm gonna do. Nice. Got a few meals here for sure. I'm not eating all of these. That's for sure. Don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. This is about fishing, and I don't know you. So that's a no. People invite you to do stuff. Any questions? Y'all got any questions? Still ain't got no taps, so that's alright. So I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Let's lay these out. Do my thing, y'all. Across. Very good, very good, very good. Keep it moving all the way back up. Nice. Don't miss nothing. There we go. Very nice. Just take your time. I used to get in a rush before, but there's no reason to. It's 6:30, I have about, got time. So just take your time, make sure you get all that goodness. You get better. You don't need to be fast to be good. The speed will come later. Once you get good at something, you will naturally get faster. That's for sure. Because you've done it so much. Just think about how much stuff you've done. You weren't very good at first, but then the more you do it, the better you get at it, and guess what? The faster you are. So the speed's gonna come. I just have to take my own advice. Instead of being in a hurry to be good, just take your time. You'll get there. The speed will come, no doubt about it. If you do it right, when you first start doing it, slower and slower and slower. Practice doing it right, even if it's slow, because then, like I said, the speed will come later. No doubt about it. All right, down to the last two, y'all. Got two left, and then I'm on my way to. I gotta go grab some oil, and then I already have the corn, and I'll be good to go. So I'm excited. My battery froze on me, I guess. I have two left, that's it. And then I'll be done. So, let's see. Then I'll head to the store, get my stuff squared away. Come back, make me some corn, some grits, and cook with some fish. Transfer these to a bigger bowl because I'm running out of room. All right. Keep it moving. 2 more to go. All right. Put my knife. What's in here? All right. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining my live. It's On the Reel with Jay, man. I'm Jay the Digital Fisherman. I'm just cleaning up some crappie I caught yesterday on the Delta. I had a banner day. Best day of crappie fishing I've had in a long time. Best day on the Delta for sure. Period. I caught some slabs yesterday. I'm going to have some of those tonight for dinner. Go. Another fillet. Now the other side. Yes, sir. Any questions, y'all? Put some questions in the chat for me. I'll be glad to answer anything. Just let me know in the meantime. Y'all know what to do. Help me out a little bit. All right. Go. All right, one more. Down to the last one, y'all. After I get this one done, I'm going to go ahead and end the live, and then I'm gonna finish filleting all these up. And then go get my butt to the store so I can make my dinner. Because I am starting to get a little hungry. Just a little bit. This one. Last one. Sorry about that, guys. Had to go outside for a minute and take care of some stuff. All right, where was I at? Here we go. Nice, very nice, very nice. I'm glad I came inside to do this because it'd have been a lot harder for me to do it on that table outside. A little too low and there's no lighting out there, so I didn't want to mess these up, that's for sure. I want to take full advantage of my awesome day yesterday. Caught nice slab crappie from the Delta, and very proud of myself. Listening to my instincts, trusting my decisions, and just pulling, just doing it. Sometimes you think about stuff, you're like, yeah, that might work, but, you know what I mean? Don't do it. Just try it. Just do it. And just trust yourself. You're right more times than you think. Puzzle thing now. Puzzle piece. What's happening? Wow, it will not let me do it. I got that puzzle. Anybody got that puzzle piece while they were going live? And for whatever reason, it wouldn't let you do it. Like I was closing and said, you're wrong. And I finally got it. But that's what took so long, guys. But anyway, thanks a lot for joining my live. I hope y'all learned a couple things today. I will be going to the. I gotta go get some oil, and get back so I can get my dinner ready. But if you're new to my channel, I'm Jay. I'm the digital fisherman. This is On the Real with Jay, man. What I like to do is go out. I like to go fishing, and I like to share my experience with everybody. If you're new to my channel, come join me. You'll see how much fun I have, and I'll try and teach as much as I could. Hope you guys learned something today. But in the meantime, guys, be safe out there. Have a great and powerful day, and I will see you when I see you.